Now it's recording. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. You remember how when we were talking about him? I honestly forgot his name. This picture's right here.
What?
I know, I had a feeling you were gonna...
12 lashes.
Right here. Straightforward.
That's Sheikh Ahmed Bamba.
There we go.
Sheikh Ahmed Bamba. This is a prayer for healing written by Sheikh Ahmed Bamba.
It's crazy because I was definitely looking at that.
You have a question about the Sheikh?
You know how you said when he takes his picture he can't be seen?
Yes.
And then I was thinking about like how in like some scary movies they'll say like, oh, well, it was in like, you know how like vampires like you can't see them? And I was just like, why?
Yeah, his frequency was so high. He was vibrating. You know how we just talked about multiple universes? The Sheikh was actually, I don't know if y'all want to hear this.
Nah, let's go, please. It might bust my head, but
There's an oral tradition. You know about oral traditions?
You said oral?
Oral traditions is a griot. A griot is somebody who tells the story of a holy person.
Okay.
There's a griot who tells the story of Sheikh Ahmed Bamba named Musa Ka in Senegal, West Africa. Now, I'm just going to tell you what he said, and you can try to figure it out in your own mind. Musa Ka said, Sheikh Ahmed Bamba and Sheikh Ibn Fall was not here on the physical earth. He said they actually came down to the lowest heaven and projected a holographic image of themselves here on planet Earth. That's why he wouldn't burn in fire. He wouldn't show up on the camera. They shot bullets at him. The bullets went through him and killed everybody else. This is a possible explanation for some of the powers that the Sheikh had.
You said they came down like a holographic?
Yes, this is African oral tradition. Everybody does not know this, but there's a famous griot named Musa Ka in Senegal, and he said in one of his talks, Sheikh Ahmed Bamba and Sheikh Ibn Fall came down to the lowest heaven and projected their image here on the physical earth. I don't know, but this is what he said.
Yeah, I've been telling people that we're basically like on the holographic.
Yeah. But you have a body in other realms. The body of you have the physical body, the soul body, and the spirit body. These are three bodies that we know you have. So just like you function on the physical plane with this body, your soul body is functioning on the plane of the soul, and the spirit body is functioning on the plane of the spirit. So one of the aspects of the journey is to get in touch with your soul body so that you can travel to the spirit body. The physical body cannot go to the spirit plane. Each of the planes is separated by a different vibration. The physical body cannot go to the spirit plane, but it is in contact with the soul. So when you contact your soul or wake up your soul through the practices, you can travel in your soul body to the spirit body. Right now, 95% of the people's, their soul is sound asleep. It's not active. It's sound asleep. When you do La ilaha illallah, when you do the Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, when we do the Shahada and the initiation, it's going to reconnect you back to your soul body. And the practices you do will give life to that soul that you already have. Yeah. The practices give life to the soul. And then the soul becomes the medium for you to meet with the spirit, which is also an aspect of yourself. And the spirit, the soul and Allah are one and the same. They're just vibrating at different frequencies, like different universes, like we said. The universe of Allah vibrates at a very high frequency. It slows down to create the universe of the spirit. The universe of the spirit slows down to create the universe of the soul. The universe of the soul slows down to create the universe of the physical body. Like ice, water, steam. It's all the same. The ice just turned into water. The water turned into steam by heating up the molecules or raising the vibration. So these zikrs are raising the vibration of the soul, just like the ice going to the water to the steam. Very good question. I love questions. Ask another one.
So I asked another one.
If you have one.
I know I got a lot. I just gotta sit here and think. I know I do. I asked you most of my recent ones. That's why I'm just quiet. I'm trying to think about like old questions I had.
You got a question, Latif?
No.
So the initiation is, the first part is the Shahada. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasulullah. It's very heavy on the scales of judgment. To say la ilaha illallah, Prophet Muhammad said this. He said if you took the 9 planets and put it on one side of the scale, and you put la ilaha illallah on the other side, Prophet Muhammad said la ilaha illallah would outweigh the 9 planets and everything in the universe. It's that heavy. So every time you repeat la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, it's actually purifying your karma and cleaning negative deeds, just like bleach on a spot on the carpet. La ilaha illallah is a purifier. Muhammad Rasulullah brings you into the umbrella of Prophet Muhammad and what we call Islam. It's the outer step. It means Muhammad is a prophet of Allah. Then, that's in Arabic. Then the Bayat is actually in Wolof.
You speak that, right?
Yes. I lived over there long enough, I learned to speak the language.
Can you say something?
Wow, man, me, muna walk sama Wolof day, but walk it, who come to my walk. That man, yo people ligue sitting tuba. Cheikh Afrobamba mom la ligeo. Pastor mom mo borom asama aksuf. I said, yeah, I can speak Wolof. And I came here to work for Cheikh Ahmed Bamba, is what I said. And I said, Cheikh Ahmed Bamba is the owner of heaven and earth. That's what I said in Wolof. So yeah, Wolof is a beautiful language. Everybody should learn at least one African language. That's what I feel. Oh, it's too much? The frankincense is too much?
Now he's
That's the
sick.
grabber.
Okay.
It's the grabber leaf.
So then, in the initiation, in Wolof, you hear me say my name, and you hear me say Serene Sayu, Sheikh Ahmed Bamba, and Sheikh Rafal. I received the initiation, and then I will take your initiation and give it to Serene Saliu, who I took my initiation with. So it gives you a direct link to Serene Saliu, who was the last son of Sheikh Ahmed Bamba, who started our order. So the link to the master is very close. And then in the initiation, you'll hear me ask for your name and your mom's name. And Latif knows, why do I ask for your name and the mom's name? 7 generations. Sheikh Ahmed Bamba said when somebody takes the initiation into the order, it goes 7 generations through your mother's bloodline. So our system is matrilineal, meaning it goes from you to your mom, to her 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 mom, 7 generations back through the mother's bloodline.
Why not the dad's side?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. I don't know. That's what they say in the West. But because for me, Islam is a woman's rights movement. Before the coming of Islam, Prophet Muhammad and the Holy Quran, women didn't have a lot of rights in society. The Holy Quran is the only book that gave women their rights. That's why I say it's a women's rights movement. In the Quran, Allah says the man has rights over the woman, and the woman has rights over the man. So he put everybody on the same playing field. In Islam, we don't have this concept that Adam came first, and then Eve came from her rib.
Yeah.
Who? That's some childhood games, like telling somebody that Adam came first and the woman came from the rib. It's like telling somebody Santa Claus bringing you some gifts on December 25th. That shit ain't never happened. In Islam, Allah said the man and woman came at the same time. This is beautiful. We came at the same time. Not like I asked I asked a young brother named Solomon. I gave a lecture in Alabama a long time ago. I asked the crowd, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Solomon was a young man. He said they came at the same time. I was like, whoa, I never heard that. He said the chicken and the egg came at the same time. I was like, he was probably like 7th grade. I was like, brother, you thinking outside the box. Keep doing what you're doing. So the initiation is for those who are seeking to know God. And when you find God, you actually find yourself. The Sufis say, I went on a journey to find God and I find myself. And then I went on a journey to find myself and I found God. It's as if God is playing a strange game of hide and seek with you. And your ego and false personality is in the way of God finding your true self, or your true self finding God. The false personality that you have come to identify with is the barrier between you and your true self. And it's a barrier between you and God, because God and your true self is one and the same. So we do these practices to remove the ego. Ego stands for ease God out. Her eyes got as big as 2 flying saucers. Ego stands for ease God out. But I like questions. If you have a question.
That's crazy. Cause you know Beyonce.
No, never heard of her. Who's that?
Beyonce?
No, who's that?
I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
I'm being sarcastic. I live in New York City. If a nigga say he ain't heard of Beyonce, I shouldn't say that. We're recording. If somebody say they ain't heard of Beyonce, they are alien. They not from this planet.
But you see what
Get
you
away
just said. Say what you said again. Ego means what? Ease God out.
Yeah.
And then she made a song called with Kanye, and it's called Ego.
No. See, I didn't know that.
Didn't know that really?
No, I don't listen to that. I told you.
This is old though. Like this is in like 2009.
Mm-mm.
And she has her ego, her alter ego, whatever. It's called Sasha Fierce.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Wow, ego is very dangerous. Ego is very dangerous. Ease God out.
I honestly don't feel like I have one.
That's good. That's why.
I've been trying to think. Like what you said. Like your ego is like when you feel like you're better than somebody. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. I don't sit here and compare.
It's not just about thinking you're better than somebody.
As well.
About you even thinking that everything is about you.
I don't.
That could be ego too. Everything is all about me.
No, I don't think like that either.
You think somebody's wronged you and you can't even acknowledge.
Wait, say that again. Speak up.
You could think somebody has wronged you and then you don't even acknowledge that actually you're the one that wronged them.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is.
That's called perspective too.
I'm so glad y'all came today, because I noticed that a lot of people come here and take initiation very fast. Boom. I had people walk in this house and took their initiation bay out the first time. But y'all been coming for a couple months and now taking the bay out. But you know what that says to me after doing this for several years? The people who wait the longest to take the initiation end up being the best students. Because they were actually consciously thinking about it and not just moving with the crowd. Like Rakim, I like to move with the crowd. All these years I've been doing this work, over 20 years. And paying attention to people that come, the best students end up being the ones who look, listen, and observe first. And then say, because I know both of your brothers are in the order, and you probably been watching them. Let me see if this is working for them. Mm-hmm. You think it's working for the prayers and zikrs your brothers is doing? You think it's working for them?
I'm gonna speak on it. With what he was going through, me watching him now, he's totally different.
What?
He's totally different, like, in a good way.
Okay.
Cause he used to. I don't know. I guess you could. I don't know what word I could use to describe what I'm trying to say. I guess you could say he leveled up.
He leveled up. Oh, he became like Super Saiyan.
Yeah. He's not on the same type of time.
What? And just a short time of doing the practices. What do you think, Latif? You think the practices?
But I know he's gonna get better though. Like this is just. I know he's gonna.
Oh, but this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
What about your younger brother? How you think is this helping him?
I don't think he does it as often.
But
It's
yeah,
not
but
even-
how old is he?
17. No, he's 18. He just turned 18.
Yeah, so he's still. I mean, when I was 18, I wanted to be Run DMC. 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhymes, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was deaf and it went this way. Took a test to become a Sufi, and Allah was amazed with me, so they put me inside the Al Barak. I went in the heavens and I never came back. That's a remix of Run DMC. When I was 18, I wasn't doing it. If you, okay, both of y'all said you are 19. Do you know starting this practice at 19, you have a head start in life? How many people you know 19 is wanting to say La ilaha illallah, Bismillah Rahman Rahim? Come in the house with all these pictures on the wall in Arabic, all these holy people from Africa. Some guy got these beads in his hand all day speaking different languages. For you to have this type of attraction, I can say that you have had previous experience with this teaching in previous lifetimes. Yeah. I would say the young people who's coming, most people coming in their 20s and 19 because you had experience with this type of a master in a previous lifetime, in a previous incarnation. Because you already have an affinity for it at such a young age. That's my own belief.
Yeah, because usually young people wouldn't be interested.
Yeah, most people wait till they old and then try to find God.
Especially the newer generation.
The new generation, some prayers all day. Man, look, where is the weed? Man, listen, I ain't trying to pray with y'all. I got other things to
Where the
do.
party's at? That's
Yeah, where is the party? Man,
Party,
it's
party,
free
party.
till 11. What time is it? It's, hold on. Yeah, Thursday night in New York City. You could be a lot of places. But people come here every day for this type of teaching. Any more questions before we do the I love questions.
It's not a question. It's just something that I like realized about myself. I would think about how it was like when I was younger. I guess like
Younger. She's 19
right.
talking about when I was young.
yeah, when I was younger. I would just think about like how I used to act and what I used to do, like what I used to like pay attention to. And now I'm thinking about like look what I'm about to get into.
Yeah.
Like, look what I know now. And like I just look at the difference.
Yeah, and I tell people this. When you take initiation, that's your new birthday. What's today's date?
August 15th.
August 15th. I guarantee you, from this August 15th to next August 15th, if you practice what we are teaching, and you come to some of the classes on Monday when you can.
What time Monday? 'Cause I work.
Monday, people come around 7. We usually start the class around 8. But it goes to around 11. It goes to around midnight.
He's there, right?
Oh, yeah, he comes.
No.
Yeah, he's come. Last Monday, people didn't leave till 3 a.m. Yeah,
That's how you know the conversation's good. I like that.
Latif, we was in this joint to about 3.
I told you that though.
He told me that earlier that day. He said, Sheikh, this tonight is gonna go to about 2. What'd you say?
Like 2 or there.
He said that early in the day, around 2 p.m. in the
felt
afternoon,
it,
when it
yeah.
came through, he said tonight's gonna be powerful. The circle gonna go to about 2 a.m. I said, what? He said, it's gonna, and it went. It was packed. How many people was in here last Monday? The whole cipher was. So every Monday, whenever you get off work, if you come,
And now I'm available.
we're gonna be here. We'll probably be here, inshallah. Because it's good to be around a community to hear this teaching. Because in Sufism we say, grapes grow ripe on the vine together. Grapes grow ripe on the vine together. If you ever see a grapevine, all the grapes are maturing and changing colors around the same time. And if one of the grapes falls off of the vine, it can go into the ground, wither, and maybe produce another grapevine. But coming in the community or in the circle is like being the grapes on the vine, maturing together and learning the practices. You got a question?
Nah, I was just gonna refer back to like how you seeing like, yeah, like we was like trying to find out more information and like, before you really like attack something and get into it, you
Yeah.
wanna find out more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
He was telling me, I remember when I first asked him about the prayer, he was like, bro, if you want to know a prayer, you might as well get initiated. I'm like, true, but I'm like,
Latif was telling people, Sufi, I don't think they should get these beads if they ain't been initiated. I was like, ain't no monopoly on these beads.
You give them the beads, they gonna be like, what's the
Bro.
beads for? They tell them, like, oh my god,
It's just like, yo, when people ask you what it's for.
Stop trying to hide the keys.
Okay, yeah, right.
I'm just saying, like, it's like me putting on a blood flag right now, and it's like, yo, I ain't even get initiated, but I'm out here.
Well, everybody's welcome to the game.
Where you at?
This ain't even a game. Everybody's welcome.
Nah. It's an army. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, in reference.
But I think, I'm so happy to see young people come into this path because I consider myself as a Jedi.
Yeah.
And the only way I can really prove that I'm a Jedi is to produce other Jedis.
People see, look what I've done.
Yeah. You ain't no Kung Fu master till you can produce a master. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't no master chef till you can produce a master chef. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no real basketball coach till you can produce a star basketball player. So being a sheikh, I'm not really a sheikh until I can produce other sheikhs. I don't want to be the only teacher of Sufism. I want to be able to teach Latif. What's your name, sister? Taisha and
Brandon.
I want to teach you three. Payback got the magnetism of three suns in the sky. If I can teach you young people this path, I can lock my God no. All I want to do is pray all day. If I can teach y'all and then y'all teach, I can stay in the room and do this.
Get more light.
What? I want to turn my whole body into light, like just disappear and go into another dimension type stuff.
It's crazy because I seen a post and it was like what people think we look like our spirit is black, and it was like what it actually is like white. It's like a light.
Yeah, the aura around you. The aura around you is constantly changing. And when you do the zikrs, the prayers, it purifies your aura. Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel like when you say your prayers, they're like, I don't want to say demons, but I guess we could use that word. Like they're around you and they're like kind of mad that you're doing that. Not around you, but like they're watching and they're like, oh God, he's getting powerful. You gotta watch out for him.
There's a verse in the Holy Quran. This is true. There's a verse in the Holy Quran which says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thalik al-Kutab al-Arayba fi hudala muntaqin alladhina yu'minun bil ghaib, which means this is the book in which there is no doubt for those who believe in the unseen. So in Islam, we believe in the unseen. There's more beings in the unseen world in this room than people.
Yeah, I believe so because.
I'm looking around, wishing I could.
Like even the human eye can't even see atoms and stuff like that.
Bacteria.
I feel like there's a lot, like bacteria and like it just.
Yeah, even ooh.
Like it's just stuff the human eye can't see.
Yes.
And like they say, like cats and stuff can see spirits.
Yes.
And stuff, but like they have different eyes. You know what I'm saying? So, so that could be potentially true.
And you have 4 eyes. You have these 2 eyes. You have the 3rd eye, and then the Quran speaks of an eye in your heart.
I know about this one.
Yeah, everybody knows about the 3rd eye, but there's a verse in the Holy Quran that says, it's not the eyes of their head that's blind, it's the eye of their heart that is blind. So these practices are to open the eye of the heart. And when the eye of the heart opens, you can see the angels. You can see the demons and the spirits. You can see the heavens. You can see the prophets. You can see God. You can see Allah with the eye of your heart, but not the eyes in your forehead. And this is what we call going from Iman, which is faith, to yaqeen, which is certainty. Iman, faith, is good, but when you but yaqeen comes from sight and seeing, it becomes more powerful. To be certain of the unseen is better than to believe in the unseen. It's good to believe in the angels, but when you see one, you got certainty. Like, yep, I seen the angel. They real. Yep, I seen a demon. I seen a jinn. They real. Yep, I seen hell. I seen heaven. It's real. Heaven and hell is real to me because I've been to both places. I've seen hell. I went there, and I've seen heaven. I went there. So I have yaqeen, or what we call certainty, in the unseen realms. And that can be gained from doing the practices. One thing I like about Sufism is it's a science. It's not based on your belief. It's an alchemy or alchemical system of practices that will attune your true self to God. And as you're becoming more in tune with God, it's opening up these inner realms that are already here that you don't witness or participate in because you're just right now focusing on the physical plane. So the practices heighten your awareness of inner planes and give life to your soul and can even open the eye of your heart so you can become a witness of the unseen.
So how do you feel, well, how do you think this world would be if everybody knew what you knew? Like, everybody.
That, you know what? If everybody knew what we knew, we'd be in heaven. If everybody knew what the sheikhs know.
My body jumped when you said that.
Me, right?
Last time my body jumped.
Yeah. Actually, you could say the sheikh is creating heaven on earth. I can sit, remember we talked earlier how my sheikh in Africa said, planet Earth. What did you say? What did we say about heaven and earth, heaven and hell earlier? What did we say? Do you remember?
Earth is like the middle of both, I guess.
Yeah. And what else?
There's 7 levels.
It's 7 levels.
It's
what?
7 levels up. 7 levels under.
It's no heaven and hell. It's just like something that's like in you.
You created yourself.
You created.
Heaven and hell are states of consciousness that exist inside of you. They are actual places that you can travel to. But as I was saying earlier, the planet Earth, as you touched on, is the meeting place for heaven and hell. You can live in the state of heaven now based on your thoughts, words, and actions. Or like you said, that lady who was on drugs told the people, I'm already in hell. You could live in a state of hell already here. But based on where you are here, that's what you get when your soul leaves the body. If you're already in the heavenly, that's why these practices are so important. If you're already in a heavenly state, you naturally will go into a heavenly state when the soul leaves the body. The people who's already living in hell, they naturally go into a state of hell when they leave the body.
So, do you believe in like the reincarnation? Like, you believe like people's situations is like how it is because they past life?
This is very possible. Yeah, some people. I mean, in Islam doesn't believe in reincarnation, but in Hinduism and Buddhism, they can prove it. And some people, if you was a murderer in the last life, you could be going through hell in this life from things you did in the previous life. This is true. That's why I said people who are coming now who have such an attraction for these teachings, they must have accumulated merit and good karma in previous lifetimes to have such an attraction at such a young age. Me, I know for a fact, in my previous life, I lived in a Buddhist temple. I love Buddhism and Buddhist monks more than you could ever imagine. Ever since I was a child, I always loved the Buddhists.
Yeah, I like the concept of Buddhism. Like,
yeah, for no reason. Why?
Like self-enlightenment.
Yeah.
Like, they do believe that they are gods. Like, everybody is a god, actually.
Yeah. Buddha says don't look for any Buddha outside of your own mind. So a Sufi and a Buddhist is almost the Sufi, the Buddhist, and the Hindu is saying the same thing. We saying the same thing. One is just in Sanskrit, one is in Tibetan, and one is in Arabic. But it's the exact same teaching. Just presented in different cultures. Yep.
I wonder how long the phone's been recording for. How long do you think? You could, I think you could look.
15 minutes.
Yo, Meech,
Really?
I'm just guessing.
what time is it?
He doing his Reiki symbols.
Did you teach him any other ones besides the positive Reiki and negative Reiki?
Yeah, he got the level 2 for healing. He got level 1 and level 2
But he
Reiki.
only come tell me when those are stuff.
Oh, you're sending the symbol for healing?
You gotta do the initiation.
Yeah, yeah,
Bobby
okay.
11.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay, y'all ready? So we're gonna do the prayer, and then in the prayer, you hear me ask for your mom name and your name. Then I'll pray for your success on this path, and then you'll hear me say Barker Sing Sayu 7 times. I mean, you'll hear me say the Barker Sing Sayu 7 times, and blow the prayers and the energy, and then you receive it in your hands. You go over the crown chakra and over the heart, and that's the initiation.
Okay, I'm ready.
So you go with the crown, the chakra.
And then
to
the
the heart.
heart chakra, and that's the initiation. Then we gotta write the zikrs down. All right. Alhamdulillah. He's okay. So y'all. Okay.
I take my beads up from my hand. Okay.
I gotta do this.
Yeah. In Islam, when we pray, we just we're making a circle. Come on over.
Yeah. Let's make it even. There you go.
Okay. Oh man, yes, beautiful.
Square. There you go.
Alright, y'all making me feel like I'm all
360 degrees. All right, so we're gonna do the prayers together. Say the prayers with me. Bismillah,
Bismillah,
Ir-Rahman,
Ir-Rahman,
Ir-Rahim,
Ir-Rahim,
Ashadu,
Ashadu,
and
and
La,
La,
E,
E,
La,
La,
Ha,
Ha,
Il,
Il,
Allah.
Allah,
Ashadu,
Ashadu,
and
and
Muhammad,
Muhammad,
Dur,
Dur,
Ra,
Ra,
Sul,
Su,
Lu,
Lu,
La.
La,
Sheikh,
Sheikh,
Abdallah,
Amdallah,
Salihu,
Salihu,
Sufi,
Sufi,
J,
J,
Bull,
Bul,
Nala,
Nala,
Sama,
Sama,
Bop,
Bop,
Adunya,
Adunya,
Ak,
Ak,
Al,
Al,
Akir,
Akir,
Rati,
Rati,
Chibarke,
Shibarke,
Serene,
Serene,
Salihu,
Salihu,
Sheikh,
Sheikh,
Ibra,
Ibra,
Fall,
Fall,
Sheikh,
Sheikh,
Ahmadu,
Ahmadu,
Bamba,
Bamba,
Kadim,
Kadim,
Rasul,
Rasul,
Ya Rahman,
Ya Rahman,
Ya Rahim,
Ya Rahim,
Ya Salihu,
Ya Salihu,
Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Salihu, Rabbi Bima Yashrahu, Sanakat Faja'a Bijahi, after Liman, the like of the